Fox Weather Alert, brand new tornado watch issued for Mississippi and Alabama. You see it right there, the center of your screen, a large area of the southeast. This runs all the way until midnight Central Time. So we've got several hours here where conditions in the atmosphere, that's what the tornado watch means, are favorable for producing thunderstorms that could spawn a tornado. A few of those a possibility over the next several hours. Strong thunderstorms, a good bet across this area. Again, Jackson up to Tupelo, over to Huntsville, and then just west of Birmingham. All these areas see the possibility of some of those severe storms over the next several hours. And you can see why. We've got this broader broken line of showers and thunderstorms, a lot of lightning within these. But up across areas in Tennessee, spots to the north, we've seen so much cloud cover and rain over the course of the day today. Farther off to the south, we saw breaks of sunshine, adding some extra energy to the atmosphere. And because of that, we've been watching these severe thunderstorms cropping up over the last couple of hours. Just a handful for the time being, but you see this one right here. This is just off to the south and east of Jackson, Mississippi, the strongest portion of this severe thunderstorm. Richland down to Florence. This is headed toward Brandon, and you can see some of these communities on your screen. 5:50 Central Time. So you got about 15 minutes before the strongest part of this thunderstorm moves directly overhead, right over Interstate 20. And that does feature some large hail. We've got some reports of that being produced by some of these thunderstorms in Mississippi, as well as the possibility of those wind gusts 58 miles per hour or greater. Damaging wind gusts possible, in addition to just a deluge of heavy rain briefly as these storms move through. Again, places like Brandon, Whitfield, and Monterey. Be on the lookout. You've got a strong thunderstorm heading in your direction. Some of these may actually show some signs of rotation over the next several hours. That's why we've got that tornado watch issued. This is the broader area where we're seeing that possibility of severe weather, basically just south of that main line of showers and thunderstorms, southern parts of Middle Tennessee, Alabama, and over into Mississippi. This is the area that we'll be watching most closely. You see, the same area has a tornado possibility. That's why that tornado watch was issued until midnight Central Time. This is Future Track showing that. You've got some of these discrete thunderstorms out ahead of that main batch. Those are the ones that will likely show the signs of rotation. We'll be watching those very closely. But you can see parts of this broader line of storms intensify, become severe, and even show some signs of rotation. So we'll be watching that very, very closely in Fox Weather Command with Doppler radar over the next several hours. That's midnight Central Time right there when the tornado watch runs until. We will see a decrease in intensity of these storms heading on through the overnight hours tonight, but still some scattered showers, even some downpours to be expected into Wednesday morning. Katie?
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.